Hi everyone, this is Shauna Taroso, RAYAC's Executive Officer, and this is my desk. In this monthly video blog, I go over questions that are coming across my desk every single day so that we can have much smoother real estate transactions here in York and Adams counties. So the topic I have today is very timely. In an extremely hot seller's market, the question I'm getting is, should I be advising my buyers to waive a home inspection? So let's break this down a little bit. So we know that right now it is May of 2021 and we've never had this low amount of inventory before. And we have a very high buyer demand. So this is causing a surplus of offers on a listed home that are coming up. And many buyers, to make their offer seem more competitive, are waiving their inspection contingencies on a property. So the question is, what liability do I have as a buyer's agent in advising them whether or not to get a home inspection? Well, I will just say that the answer I'm about to give you is probably going to be an unpopular one, but you should never ever advise your buyer not to get a home inspection. And here's a couple of reasons why. We know that purchasing a home is the largest investment that most of these buyers are ever going to have. By waiving that home inspection, you do not have any idea what type of property they may or may not be purchasing. You don't know if there's anything that are uncovered in there that would have revealed itself upon that home inspection, that maybe the buyer would have had the conclusion that they wouldn't have purchased the property or terminated that agreement of sale, and or what financial obligations they're going to now have in the property to make the repairs on the home. So here's the question. We know that to make the offers more competitive, waiving that inspection fee is much more desirable to the sellers. So what responsibilities do you have as a buyer's agent? Well, if I were working as a buyer's agent, and also a disclosure, as you know, I'm not an attorney, don't play one on TV, and I also do not have my real estate license. But just some practical advice here is, when you're working with those buyers, you should inform them of how important the inspections are to a property and how they can reveal some of the things that wouldn't be as noticeable on the visible eye when you're going through a home. However, it is completely okay to say that yes, most likely that sellers, if there's multiple offer situations, the more attractive offers are the ones that do not have the home inspection contingency. It's okay to say that and to, let them know that that's the reality that we're living in today, but you couldn't in good conscience tell them not to get a home inspection because there's so much risk associated with it. So then, as the buyer's agent, you are making that the decision up to them, whether or not they would like to waive the home inspection, and they're taking on the risk of purchasing a property without getting that home inspection. And if it were me, I would get that in writing. I would advise those buyers to say, I've gone over the benefits of getting a home inspection, and you're waiving that as part of the agreement of sale and the offers you're going to be presenting, and I just want documentation that I gave you that information over how valuable the home inspection is to a property. So, couple of things here. The reason that I would get that in writing is because I have Jim Goldsmith wrote an article for the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors. Jim Goldsmith served as general counsel for the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors. And in that article, he referenced that in this hot seller's market, he is definitely providing counsel in multiple different lawsuits against realtors who advise their clients not to get a home inspection. So it's all great when it works out well and everybody gets the house that they want, but it doesn't work out so great when there were these big lemons and these big deficiencies in the home that needed to be corrected, and the buyers are left there saying, my realtor told me I shouldn't get a home inspection, so I didn't get one, and now I'm out all these thousands of dollars in home repairs, and they should be held accountable. So it's very dangerous to tell your buyers that they should not get that home inspection. So make sure you're providing them the benefits of getting that home inspection. But as I said, you can tell them that yes, in this competitive marketplace, not having the home inspection contingency will appear more attractive to the sellers. Other things that I am hearing surrounding this issue. I'm hearing that there are agents who will tell their buyers, well, in lieu of getting a home inspection, we'll purchase a home warranty. The home warranty will take the place of the home inspection. Really bad advice. A home inspection and a home warranty are two very different animals. So as many of you know, most home inspections do not cover any pre-existing conditions on the property that would have been visible by the naked eye or by a simple mechanical test. So by not getting that home inspection and revealing any of those pre-existing conditions on the property, it most likely won't be covered by the home warranty. So advising your clients, no need to get that home inspection, we'll just get a home warranty instead, not very good legal advice. So I am also hearing that agents are advising the buyers that after settlement, you can get a home inspection on the property and then potentially go back to the seller to correct any issues that were wrong with the property because you got a home inspection after settlement occurred. I don't know why you would ever advise a buyer to do that. So can you advise a buyer that they can get a home inspection after the property has gone to settlement? Absolutely. Might be a good idea if they didn't do it prior to settlement so they are aware of the property's condition and what repairs might be necessary for the maintenance of the property. However, advising the buyer that they would be able to recoup some of those repairs and costs from the seller after it has gone to settlement, not very good advice. And why is that? Because the seller's property disclosure statement does require that the sellers need to disclose any known material defects. It's very well that what came up in the home inspection, there could be a defect on the property, but it wasn't known to the seller, and therefore they wouldn't have a responsibility to make those repairs. And also, the seller would potentially have a very good case to say the buyer had an opportunity to have had an inspection on the property, but they waived that contingency in their offer, and therefore they don't have the right to come back to me now asking for repairs that showed up under the home inspection because they weren't known to me. I didn't have the ability to disclose it because they weren't known to me, and coming back to me now is not going to get me any money, get the buyers any money. So be very, very careful over what advice you're giving to these buyers in this very hot market. The best advice that you can say is if you're not comfortable in purchasing a home without a home inspection and we aren't able to secure a contract where we're making an offer with a home inspection contingency, this may not be the right time for you to purchase that home. Because in my mind, if you are working with a buyer who is at their financial limits already in purchasing that home, they've waived their home inspection contingency on the property, and then it's discovered that there is this big defect associated with the home that wasn't known to the seller prior to the sale of the property, now they're at financial ruin. They are owning a home where they're already at their financial limits, and there's thousands of dollars of repairs that are needed on the home that they simply cannot afford. Is that really working in the best interest of your client by telling them you should waive that home inspection? So I hope that information is helpful to you. If you ever have any other questions or things you would like me to cover in this video series, please reach out to me because my doors and ears are always open to you. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.